I really hate going on social media sometimes and going on YouTube, and occasionally sometimes I will come across videos of black men talking about why they don't date black women, and it's usually along the lines of, we're ghetto, we're loud, we're unattractive, ratchet, fake hair, we're not submissive, and the list it goes on, and I'm just like, it's it's crazy, And some of these guys will be like, well, most black women are like this. And it's like, have you met most black women? There are so many black women, and black women do not only live here in America, they also live in other areas as well. I just feel like the media just portrays us in such a negative way that there are black men who actually kind of buy into this, who actually think that all of us are like this. I just want to touch base on, I know it's a little late, but I wanted to touch base on the whole Ricky Smiley situation that happened a week or two ago. And some people were defending him, saying, oh, well, he can like whatever, he wants to like. But if you guys really think about it, he's really been whitewashed, because, and on top of that, people were defending him, saying like, oh, he grew up in a predominantly white community, so that's why he has that preference, and I grew up in a predominantly white community to two African parents, I grew up having all white teachers, all white neighbors, mostly all white friends, and went to a nearly all white school. So there wasn't a whole lot of black women or black men in my area. I didn't have a whole lot of black friends. I had like a couple, but the majority of my friends were white. But I don't have the mindset of, oh, I would never date a black man because he's this, he's that, he's unattractive. Like, no, I've never had that. I've never even thought, even though there weren't many in my area, I never really had an attraction to white guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people are using that as an excuse, like, oh, he grew up in a white area, that's what he's used to. I was used to being around white guys. A lot of my guy friends are white. Because that's just what I grew up, but I don't have an attraction to them. I don't think about dating a white guy. And to be honest, the whole situation, a guy like that, who kind of disrespects his own group of women, is a guy who's been whitewashed in this society. And we have a lot of black people who are whitewashed, literally to the bone, and they don't see it. Like, they don't see it. Do you guys realize that we are the only race of people who tends to disrespect our own group of women or our own group of men? We're the only race who would do this in public, on social media, and feel like it's okay, and feel like it's no big deal, and feel like, oh, it's cool to do that. And the people who want to date interracially because they have some hatred toward their own group, if you want to do that, go ahead, but please do not drag black women or black men in the process. So I'm really sick of that. I'm really sick of that. It's like some of you guys are trying to get in a like some type of, you're trying to evoke us, I don't know, or provoke us, excuse me, I don't know. I just like, for me, what I think is, if you want to date interracially and you have a preference, then go ahead and date it. But you don't need to like keep bringing us back. And personally, I don't really see like the benefit of dating interracially. I feel like there's some black people who kind of date interracially for the wrong reasons, and then there's black people who date interracially because they found love, and that's cool. If you want to do that, cool. Personally, I think it doesn't really benefit us at all because of what we've gone through for like the last like 400, 500 years. slavery, discrimination, racism. Still going through some of that today. We're in hard times right now. And like if I were to, like, what I'm saying is that how someone, for people who are in an interracial relationship right now or marriage, and those people who are all about the Black community and they're pro-Black, I want to know the benefits, like how doing that is going to benefit the Black community, because there are people who will be like, I'm pro-Black and, you know, I'm pro-Black and, but I date interracially, saying all this stuff about the Black community and Black women and or Black men, and then you see that the person around their arm is not Black. Like, it confuses me. If you're dating interracially, I could see that you're pro-human but not pro-Black, because I feel like if you're pro-Black, not only are you living the lifestyle, but you have love for your own race. That is part of being pro-Black. I don't know. I think our community just we need healing. Like, it's like there's a wound and it has not been healed for hundreds and hundreds of years. And fighting each other is not going to help. I'm tired of, like, the disrespect. I really am, you know? And to say that there are some men who are just like, you know, I don't want to date you because you're this and you're that and it's crazy, you know, because these stereotypes that I'm hearing, I didn't really know about the stereotypes until, like, senior year, beginning of college. Like I told you guys before, I live in an all white ass community, so I didn't know about all of this. I didn't know about I didn't know about the whole, like, it's things that I saw on TV, I guess I would say. Like, growing up, it's things that I kind of saw on TV, but I thought, you know, like they say Black woman acting ghetto, things that I saw on TV growing up, because it never happened in my community. And because I saw it on TV, I just thought, oh, I didn't really I thought they were just playing around, like it's a joke, you know. I didn't think that people actually thought, like, there are people who actually think all Black women act like that. It's like mind-blowing to me. Like, I thought that there would be some who think like, oh, some may act like that, but there are people who actually think that we all act like that. I'm like, holy crap, like, you actually think, like, where have you been living? Where do you live? Like, it's so crazy to me. Like, the stereotypes and the thing about, oh, we're not submissive and we're angry. Like, you guys, if you think about it, I mean, maybe we do have a right to be angry. Look what has happened to us for the last, like, 300 years. No race of woman has gone through what we've gone through. So don't you think we have a right to be upset sometimes? I mean, we've been raped, we've been killed, we were enslaved, discriminated on, excuse me, told we've been ugly for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. I mean, I'm kind of angry. You guys don't think we have a right to be angry? White women have never gone through any of that. So for some of you guys to compare us to white women, it's ridiculous.